Hi everyone, Kevin and Sue again with the third in a series of videos explaining the filter options in Keywords by Network Empire. And in this video we're going to start with the Golden Niches filter. So when I apply this one, Sue, I'm not seeing any golden niches. Why aren't I seeing any golden niches? And once I can find some golden niches with your help, tell us, what is it we're going to alter? Why would we use these golden niches and how?
For starters, I don't think there are any golden niches in email marketing. I think everything has been exploited. However, darn those marketers.
I can always change, but let's assume that there's one golden nugget in email marketing somewhere. How am I going to find it?
So interestingly enough, this is a holdover from TLKT, this particular filter, where we didn't have the opportunity to use competing pages phrase match. We only had broad match in the filter. So if you change that word broad to phrase, I am at, no, not there. I'm sorry, it's the competing pages at the end. Yet that one.
You did say phrase?
Yeah, I'm betting that keywords will miraculously appear.
Look at that. How good is that? Okay.
Right?
So by changing from broad to phrase, it's opened it up slightly in this highly competitive market. I've now got some new keywords that have just appeared. These are my golden niches. Now, in your mind's eye, when you came up with this filter, what are these golden niches for, and how best can people that are using Keywords by Network Empire use the golden niches filter?
Well, golden niches, I mean, in my mind, if you're going to have a golden niche, it's going to have a pretty good cost per click, right? It's going to be something that people are willing to spend money. They're right at the end of the buying cycle, or, well, depends on your market as to whether or not they're at the end of the buying cycle, but you're at least spending $1 for the keyword, so it's got some degree of buyer's intent in it. And then the whole idea of a niche is that you should be able to limit the number of competing pages. And then finally, I want something that's at least somewhat relevant, so we picked a Larry greater than 39, so 40 and above. So that was my thinking behind the filter. And you're going to get a list of keywords that are going to be pretty divergent. So sometimes you'll find a keyword that's a really great keyword. It doesn't actually fit in your website, but maybe you can either blog about it, or you can have something on a WR2, great keywords for WR2s, that you can then send that traffic, because it is related, over to your WR1 site, or things along those lines. And other times I'll use that keyword if I'm creating my website in my blueprint in DWS. I'll use that filter first to try to find a few good keywords to throw in as supporting articles or as supporting keywords. It's one of my favorite things, particularly for articles.
Brilliant. Okay. So